My name is Evgueni Tzvetanov. I work for Verizon, and I'm a Purple chair of the Gateway Product Working Group, co-chair of the Security Group, and co-chair of the Purple OS Working Group. I'm here to present Purple to you, and I will be glad to answer any questions if we have an interactive session afterwards. First, I'd like to start with a little history. How did Verizon join Purple, and what is Purple mainly? What is Purple? Purple is a foundation for open source development, which has been created initially for MIPS and the supporters of MIPS, but later on repurposed to serve the operators, and specifically to target development of software platform, carrier-grade software platform, which will be used by operators to base their platforms, their software platform on. How did Verizon join Purple? There was a summit, OpenWRT summit, in which I was present in Lisbon, and I actually learned about Purple there, more details. I have heard of Purple before, but what is interesting about this particular meeting and this particular session was that I got to know the people in Purple and what the purpose of the organization is. This is very important because I realized that the purpose of Purple is our purpose as well. Verizon, when I joined, was having this plan to split hardware and software in order to create an independent solution for hardware and a single maintainable software platform. And because at the time, this was not determined and planned accordingly, this was just an idea. When I came on board, I had the ability and the chance to actually create this concept with the team that worked on it. And this is how we started looking into Purple. Then a lot more people got involved, and we have really became a member in 2019, a platinum member. So ever since we became a platinum member in Purple, when I say we, I mean Verizon, this actually influenced a lot the industry, and everybody started joining in. We've got a lot of activities, but still the pace was not good enough. So we started some other initiatives by implementing new tools, by acceleration initiatives in Purple, which basically brought the current pace and the current speed of development of Purple so far. What is the mission of Purple? Literally, the Purple Foundation mission is the core belief that open source, open APIs, and open specifications lead to better interoperability, and that voluntary adoption is generally pro-competitive and may improve market efficiency, lower costs, and promote further innovation. So what that means basically is by using a single platform, open source based platform, we can maintain the quality, and we can simply launch faster our products. Only if, depending on hardware, we will be able to quickly adapt the necessary drivers, the necessary BSP support, and launch our products in a faster manner. That actually in itself lowers the cost first for the product itself as a whole, because of the cost for the software itself is way lower than paying every time you build a product. And the second thing is that hardware companies or ODMs are able to concentrate and actually create a high quality hardware without having to split their efforts into hardware and software. With that said, of course, I want to also point the significance of Purple providing all that framework that we now call Purpleware, and we will talk about this a bit later, to combine all the stuff that is happening in Purple from different perspective, following the standards, having to architect new solutions, adopting open source solutions, building an efficient system, and adopt all the innovations that are coming from different branches in the industry. This is a great achievement, and this is something that we are striving for. We want to see by the end of the year a platform based on Purple adopted by both Verizon and Orange, and that's why we have another set of initiatives going on, which I'll talk about later. I would like to point out that Purple membership is a very important thing, because Purple membership also signifies that we are combining our efforts, joining our efforts together for a single goal. That means that our goal as service providers and as solution providers and many other branches of the industry, as shown here, would combine their efforts, would consolidate solutions, and will create standardized, robust end product, which will be launched on our CPEs. Purple membership includes many different branches in the industry. Those are ISPs and operators, security solution providers, software development and services, video providers, system integrators, chipsets and SoC manufacturers, and research and development from all different branches. It is very important that all these branches in the industry collaborate with each other so we can create a robust and stable solution, which actually starts with the BSP. And with that said, we would like the chip vendors and SoC manufacturers to basically take a bit more responsibilities toward getting standardized solutions for the BSP support and get to a standardized kernel drivers, Linux kernel drivers. Current telecom partners in Purple are British Telecom, Claro, Orange, Vodafone, Dish, Deutsche Telekom, Telia, and Verizon. And we're hoping to get more and more members because after all, we together will actually dictate how the industry will evolve. And the more we are here, the more we will have a stronger word and we will have a stronger statement to other organizations that, yes, we will be the ones that want to show how the industry will evolve. With that said, I want to point out that there are a couple of other efforts for rebranding on Purple in order not only to show that we have a distinctive differences between the open source initiatives of other kind and what Purple represents, but also we would like to show our collaboration with other organizations, which I will cover later in my presentation. So the rebranding is Purple is representing a new beginning. That means that we would like to remove from our, or clean up our brands so that they will show that these are brands specifically directed for purple and used by purple. And in that sense, under the umbrella of purpleware, we have all the components of purple, or the whole purple framework, which is a high level and low level API, purple security, purple mesh, and purple lifecycle management. At the same time, we would like to see a reference implementation in the form of purple OS, which will represent basically an OpenWRT platform, which used to be called Purple WRT, and it's renamed now to Purple OS. And that particular platform includes all the framework components, security implementations and APIs, high-level API, low-level API, quality of service, and LCM. What all these different branches and different groups represent are the whole thing that's called purple. But I will try to give you a very quick overview of what each one of them is. For example, let's say what purpleware is. Purpleware is the term that combines them, meaning this is purple software, purpleware. Everything associated with purple software would be called purpleware. This is the whole framework. High-level API is an abstraction layer which accommodates the dynamic ecosystem comprised of the router, extender, middleware, and virtualized execution environments in the form of containers, for example. What lifecycle management represents is actually associated with what I just described. All the virtualized components will be under this management of lifecycle management of execution environments. And this will allow standardizing the access level controls for all the solutions, as well as standardizing the configuration and the APIs that these containers or these applications will communicate with the CPE. Low-level API and quality of service group, as well as hardware offload group, those are groups that are associated with a major initiative to standardize in the Linux kernel all the APIs that will be produced in Purple and standardized in kernel APIs. Our friends in the low-level API group will help also upstream those solutions to the kernel itself and expose the in open source the APIs appropriately. What is Purple Mesh? Purple Mesh is can be simply said it's an easy mesh open source implementation, but it is not only that. It actually is striving to be a solution for a full optimizing network optimization solution in Purple. And the future plans are actually to cover not only Wi-Fi Alliance standards for easy mesh, but to include a lot of interaction and expose APIs, which will allow manipulation and optimization of the network on a higher level with something like a self-organizing network or similar concepts. Purple security in itself, it's representing also vertically here as a line, because it will touch on every aspect of security in the CPE and beyond. This means kernel level, system services level, high-level API, and all applications that are either running in embedded or in a container environment. And of course, high-level and low-level APIs in this case will be something that we will expect to have as abstraction layers correspondingly. Well, of course, a low-level API is not exactly an abstraction layer, but it is actually leading to a kernel standard. And high-level is that abstraction layer that we would expect to handle all the aspects of control and management of the CPE, as well as interaction between the different applications. For example, if we have a container that requires certain verification of the running system or certain aspect of manipulation and management, we will have the high-level API assuring the proper access all the way down to the BSP level. And it will be transparent for the application. It doesn't need to go all the way down itself. We don't need to create any additional resources. It's going to be handled on that level. It is a very large topic. I cannot cover everything here, but I'll move on because we have limited time. The acceleration initiative in purple. There are at the moment, three major initiatives. The first one is Purple OS acceleration, which means that we have put a goal in front of us to include all these components as finished product in the face of Purple OS by the end of this year, and use this as a base for our future CPE platforms. That's why Orange and Verizon have joined forces to push this acceleration through, meaning that our Purple OS will be open WRT based on the newest stable open WRT version with the newest kernel and newest platform support, along with all the purpleware. And that includes security implementations and APIs, LCM, high-level API layer, Purple Mesh, low-level API and hardware offload and quality of service, as well as strengthened middleware, which currently is in development and is going to be carrier grade. What that means is basically it's going to be hardened and it's going to fit the requirements from all the members in Purple. The second initiative that is going on is the Purple Mesh Acceleration Initiative. Not only that we want to get to sooner to the next releases of Easy Mesh, but we would like to evolve Purple Mesh into a better solution, combining it with concepts like self-organizing network, as I pointed out. And the third one will be LCM acceleration. There is an initiative that has been started by two vendors for contributing for LCM, but because it was not exactly to the speeds that we want to see by the end of the year, we have actually initiated acceleration of that branch as well. Hopefully by the end of the year, we're going to have a product which will be the base for our next year product deployment. So let's not stop there. I mean, looking at only the CPE restricted to the CPE solutions is not enough for us. We want to see Purple growing into several other initiatives. One of them is the orchestration store, application store, basically an application management, a cloud solution that will provide deployment mechanisms of containers and other virtualized environments into our CPE, as well as orchestrating the updates of those containers, versioning, and of course, one of the major roles of this particular initiative would be to provide a medium for exchange of containerized solutions between operators. The next step would probably be logically to look at the operational and business support systems of all the operators involved. We know that we are doing the business in a different way with those systems. Why not try to create a common way of handling the situation between the CPE and the management systems that we have? And the third aspect is the analytics. We cannot live without analytics. We know that it's a very powerful tool for improving of the customer's relations, and also providing a better service. So analytics combined with the operational and business support systems, and with cloud solutions, will be a whole new view of how Purple will evolve in the future. But with that said, I'm looking forward to have a lot more done outside of the CPE and the premises themselves. We are already on the way with the LCM initiative, which will allow cloud implementation for such things as orchestration and application management in the cloud. And at the end, I would like to point out that one of the best ways for us to move forward is to have collaboration. Collaboration between Purple, Broadband Forum, and RDK right now exists. Broadband Forum will be our standard body, and we are already working on the newest versions of the TR-181 model and the USP with Broadband Forum, as well as we are engaging with RDK to get to an LCM solution, common LCM solution. After all, we should not look at ourselves as competitors, but rather we are in the same industry, so why not collaborate and reach solutions that are benefiting everyone? That said, I'm looking forward to see more collaboration between us and other organizations. It's an essential key for reaching to a point where the industry will change, the business models change. And I would like to appeal to Telecom Argentina and other possible telecom partners to join us in Purple and in this collaborative effort to achieve that goal in a quicker and a better way. The more we are, the better success and the quicker success we'll have. Thank you very much for your attention. Looking forward for an interactive session.